Yes, 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 yes. We are here. Tenth game, tenth game. It was a tenth game. Damn, it is tenth. Oh my god. Maturity. That is what I call maturity. Mature performance. Everybody had ruled out Chelsea. Everybody was like, Chelsea are not going to make it. The first half, I was like, even if we don't win, we shouldn't lose this game. Perfect performance. And the lineup that I selected is what the manager went with. The substitution that I had recommended, it's what the manager went with. I said that start tossing. I know some people were like, start Chalobah. I was like, no, you cannot start Chalobah. I said it in the Newcastle game that tossing should start, and the manager did it. I had some fans playing Caicedo in right back. I was like, no. We are going to need Caicedo in that midfield. We are not going to need Caicedo at the right back position. We are going to need Caicedo in midfield because that's where we need him. Caicedo, brilliant performance. I've not even checked about the other clubs. Colwill, oh my God. And I saw that goal went in. I was like, the stress in me just went. This has been the most tense game. But I said we are going to nick a slim win. I said a 2-1, but we got a 1-0 victory, which in my opinion it's not quite bad. But let me just talk about the game. Let me look at the lineup. I said you cannot start Tyreek George. A lot of people were like, play a false nine. I was saying, no, we cannot play a false nine. We need that attacking threat. Neto started in that number 9 position. And when I knew we just needed a goal, however we would get that goal, I didn't care how we were going to get that goal. We just needed that goal. And we got it. Colwill. First of all, I didn't even celebrate it. I was like, oh, he's offside. Then at halftime, I was checking the results. Then I saw Aston Villa had a red card, and I knew definitely they're not going to win Manchester United at Old Trafford. And then I saw that Newcastle had actually been trailing. I don't know if they lost. Let me just check here quickly. Aston Villa have lost. Southampton have lost to Arsenal. Newcastle has lost against Arsenal. Let me just share my screen because I want to talk about what has just happened. And I'm like, this is the kind of performance that you want from your team. Honestly speaking, we had the toughest run. We had to beat Liverpool. We had to beat Manchester United. We had to go to Nottingham Forest and win that game. All the other teams that the pundits picked lost. Villa lost. Newcastle lost. Nottingham Forest lost. Just look at these performances. Manchester United 2-0 victory over Aston Villa. I knew we would qualify. But the only thing we needed is that we needed not to lose this game. And we didn't lose this game. And I'm reading your comments. Here we are, Champions League football. Let me get my phone. I don't know. Oh, I can get a copyright. But wow. I'm sick and tired of playing on Thursday. I'm sick and tired of watching matches in Kazakhstan. We are going to play SG in Mongolia. I don't know. I'm telling you something. This team, I think next season they are going to do something special. This team are going to do something special. The level of maturity that I've seen in this team, especially in the last games, the Liverpool game, and then this thing that they do at halftime, when it's halftime and then they come together and then they talk, you can see this is a team that understands each other. Remember, this project started with Graham Potter. Graham Potter was tasked to clear out the entire thing. Then Mauricio Pochettino came. He set up some building blocks. Enzo Maresca laid out the foundation. We needed Champions League football. Why did we need Champions League football? Because now we can bring a blueprint to a striker and tell a striker, this is where we were. We finished 12th. After we finished 12th, we finished 6th. We finished 6th, we finished 4th. 4th, we won the Conference League and finished 4th. We are in the Champions League. We are looking to sign you so that we can go full throttle on the league next season. And this is the only team that I'm seeing that is very serious, well coordinated. You can see leadership throughout the pitch. Today, how many leaders did we have in the pitch? We had Tosin Adarabioyo, who's a leader. We had Reece James, who's a leader. We had even Colwill is stepping up. Enzo Fernandez, even Caicedo is somewhat of a leader. And you could see it. Noni Madueke today wasn't complacent. You could see him. I was like, run your legs off. Leave everything on the pitch. Leave everything on the pitch. And that is what they did. That is what they did. A mature performance. Everybody who was there making shit up, Chelsea ain't good enough, Chelsea can't make it, the boys have proved you wrong. Look at the record. Look at the record. We've won. I think we have won a lot of games. We had the toughest run. Let me just show you. We won against Forest, won against Manchester United, we lost to Newcastle, we won against Liverpool, we won against Everton, we won. The time I knew that we would make it in the Champions League is when Neto scored the second goal against Fulham. And I knew we were in it. Then we went ahead and beat Everton. We were in it. Then we went ahead and beat Liverpool. I knew this team was ready to do it. Palmer did everything in that false nine position. Palmer ran himself down. I was so happy to see the way Enzo Maresca behaved after the game. I was so happy. And I just know I'm out of words. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because this is the kind of performance that you need. We will do nothing useful in the Champions League. No. Chelsea does not just go to participate in the Champions League. I remember the season where Frank Lampard made us qualify for the Champions League. Remember, we were 66 points and then we had to rely on Leicester losing so that we could qualify. We qualified for the Champions League. What did we do the next season? We went ahead and won the Champions League. So you can look at the goals like the 1-0 victory that Cucurella had at Old Trafford, and then you're like, those are the type of goals. Those are the type of goals that take you in the Champions League. I'm just not talking about going to the Champions League and winning the Champions League. It's all about the transfer. Remember, Real Madrid are beckoning for Enzo Fernandez. Real Madrid are beckoning for Enzo Fernandez. If we don't work with if we don't get Champions League, Enzo Fernandez is out of the door. Look at the number of teams who are trying to come and pick up our players. Real Madrid baying for Enzo Fernandez. What would we have done if we didn't actually secure the Champions League? Now, Enzo Fernandez has an opportunity to remain at Chelsea, who I believe is a very crucial player. He's a leader. He's been our main captain throughout the season. Reece James coming back. Oh my God, Reece James. I told you, I think we have found our back four. If everybody is fit, this is our back four. Cucurella, excellent left back. Reece James, excellent right back. His physicality. You could just see the way he bossed Hudson-Odoi when he came on. And this is what you're talking about. Another thing that I like about this game is the maturity of the players. Remember when it was minute 89, and then you saw the players carrying the ball to the corner flag. Once they reached to the corner flag, they were holding the ball, trying to prevent trying to kill the time. You could see Sanchez getting the ball, lying with the ball down. This is what I call game management. This is the beginning of a new era. Definitely, it's not a new era, it's a continuation. It's very important. I said this win is very important because it's going to showcase that the players have the ability to you can see the progression. You can now see the progression. Nobody now can complain about the progression. You can see the progression. 12th to 6th to 4th. Then what are we supposed to do next season? We're supposed to go for the league. We are supposed to go for the league next season. And how do we go for the league? We sign a striker. Now we can get Gyökeres. Gyökeres will automatically pick Chelsea over Arsenal. Why won't he? Why won't Gyökeres? Arsenal have not proved that they can win anything. We need to go and win the Conference League. We win the Conference League and now we can go and pick Gyökeres. Even Victor Osimhen now will have to lower his salary so that he can come to Chelsea, because I've said we are missing that striker. This season, we have failed to score almost 15 goals. This season, we have failed to score almost 15 goals. Add 15 goals to this team, we would have pushed Liverpool. we may not even know what might have happened towards the end of the season. Get in, brother. What Johnny never felt. Never felt all's well. That end was well. Yeah. It was perfect. Perfect ending. Perfect ending. We all needed this. Damn, we all needed this. Nothing gives me joy being in the Champions League. Come on, Blues. Yes. Who wants to play in the Conference League? Who wants to play in the Europa League? Newcastle lost. Wow, beautiful. But they were lucky because Manchester United did the job for them. But in the halftime, I was like, we a draw can do, but the players were not like a draw can do. No, they were like, we have to win this. We have to shut everybody down. We have to shut everybody down who thought that these players can do anything. They shut them down. Osimhen should just come to us. Osimhen needs to work on the structure of his wages, and Chelsea has been very generous. You've seen Caicedo's wages have been increased, Palmer's wages have been increased, Jackson's wages have been increased. And what Chelsea are asking for is that come in, perform. Once you perform, we can renegotiate the contract. So if Victor Osimhen comes in, scores the much needed 15 or 20 goals that Chelsea need to challenge for the league or probably win the league, then what happens? Now what happens is that he will get the salary increment that he wants. Obi Mikel said that he has done everything. He has already talked to Osimhen, and he probably needed the Champions League. And damn, Chelsea got the Champions League. Last time Sunderland got promoted, here it is. The last time Sunderland got promoted in 16-17, we had an Italian manager and something special happened. You know, I have looked at Liverpool. I have looked at Manchester City. Manchester City might not be potent next season, but they will not be weaker. Liverpool, I think Liverpool will not be so strong as they were this season, because this season they have not played under pressure. Arsenal just gave up. But if next season we can start the season professionally, we can have a clinical striker up front, everything will be sorted. Everything will be sorted. Okay, I have to Jackson, though he made a silly mistake against Newcastle, but again, his one goal against Everton played a key role in us being here. We did it, bros. We did it. Yeah, we did it. Osimhen will give Chelsea 15 goals. I can guarantee that. Yeah. But again, it's up to him. Is he willing to come and actually give the 15 goals? Yeah, I'm saying that we have a lot of numbers. If you want to give to have a super chat, you can also use a super chat too. If you are so happy and you've enjoyed the show. I'm going to read some comments and even probably invite some of you. Let me just even share the link so that I can invite some of you so that you can also come. I think more people might have something to say. Chelsea, shut the... Thank you. Somebody's talking about shut the bandits up. I was sick and tired of seeing Jamie Carragher. I was sick and tired. He's so obsessed with Chelsea. Gary Neville, thank God he wasn't even allowed on the pitch. They're so toxic. Everybody, Chelsea can do it. Chelsea can do it. Oh, Chelsea are this. Chelsea are immature. Chelsea have not won away. Chelsea are this. Chelsea are this. Just remember, Chelsea have had the third most wins in the Premier League at home. The only thing we need to sort out is our away form. And why have we performed poorly away? It's because we have not been capitalizing on our chances. Let me share. I think I've shared the link. Let me share it again. Oh my God. Let me just share it again. Oh, sorry. Copy. Yeah. Let me share the link. Yeah, here it is. I've shared the link down. Chelsea should now sign a world-class centre-back. I don't think about a centre-back. I saw a player coming in as a centre-back, and I was like, but Tosin is playing well. Tosin is actually playing well. I don't think that I have a problem with Tosin. But yes, we do need to sign another centre-back. Yeah, definitely. But we have Benoit, but Benoit is not quite reliable. We can try to look at that. Now, Chelsea should now sign. Okay. Thank you, Livingstone. Osimhen is going to take us to win things. I don't know, but probably he can, because you see, This has set the platform for the summer. And what I liked is the substitution. Maresca did not even wait. Maresca did not wait for that substitution to go. He did not wait for the 70th minute. He just saw it is the 60th minute and he was like, we are already 1-0 up. I need Lavia on the pitch. I need Lavia's legs on that midfield. Lavia is on. Shop is shut. Gibbs White was now not receiving the ball. If Caicedo is moving out to win the ball, Lavia is back there. If Lavia is moving out, Caicedo is back there. These lads have grown. I'm telling you, this team has now matured. The levels, the mentality they've had. Oh my God, the mentality they've had. The mentality to beat Liverpool at home. The mentality to beat Manchester United, despite Manchester United being so resolute. The mentality to go away to Nottingham Forest and win and keep a clean sheet. I'm telling you, they have done everything. They've done everything. After winning the Conference League, Todd Boehly needs to give them a bonus. They need to receive a bonus, all of them. Even today, they need to receive a bonus this weekend. Because they're making money for Todd. They need to receive a bonus. I'm seeing some of you. I'm waiting for others who want to join. You can use the link. Use the link, please, to join. Cucurella inverting was a huge deal. What do you think about Gittens and Leao? Which one will you choose? We need Hato. He's a center back and a left back. I think we're going for a center back in Finewood, and that center back is actually looking great. That's the information that we're getting. He's a good center back, and yeah, there's no problem if we can just get an additional experienced center back. But in my opinion, I've always said, I don't know if it's me or what, I've always had a soft spot for Tosin, because you need leaders, and you could see him backing orders. Today, if Tosin and Rabiot does not win those aerial duels in the first half, probably we wouldn't be speaking here. We would have just qualified because, wow, we wouldn't even have qualified. Emi Martinez should also come to Chelsea. Fernandez needs to be his agent. Martinez also has some clumsiness sometimes, but one thing that I have to say is that Sanchez has been playing well. Even today, Sanchez played well. He was claiming those balls. Remember, they were whipping in a lot of crosses and Sanchez was stepping out and claiming them. So I was like, this is good. This is good. So let me add some of you on stage. Please mute and then we can start. I'm trying to add another. If you are here, please. If you are here, please try to use the link. Try to use the link and come in and have your say. Yes, Isaac, what do you have to say?
Hi, Tyrone. So we are so happy now. We are back in the Champions League. So the trip was so long. Actually, I've joined you at a good moment. The last day of the season, the last game, and the day of our win, the most important win.
Yeah, the most important.
The trip was good. I know that from January we had some issue, but finally we are back. We are back, and we are back to stay. Yeah, we are back to stay.
Yeah, we're not coming back.
Yeah, no in Europa League, no Conference League. We are back to stay in Champions League. And I'm agree with one person who comment here saying that this is the beginning of the new era. And I believe that. I think we just need to have some good player in the team.
Yeah.
For example, I'm suggesting to bring Garnacho because I understand what Maresca needs. You see the way we are playing. He needs some winger like Garnacho. Yes. So we need to bring him at the club, please.
Okay.
Because you see, what Jason Sancho is failing to do, I think Garnacho can do it better.
But I'm hearing Leao is available. If Leao is available, why not get Leao?
I'm not going for Leao because you see, Leao is just speed. We don't need speed because you see The issue we had this season, especially with the low block, we need some strong winger to how can I say, to to destroy the defense. You see, the fullback of the opponent, we need some good winger to destroy them. But Leao, is good when we are playing with the team like Liverpool, like Manchester City. But with low block, this is where we have so much issue.
Just a minute. I also want to say this. Thanks, everyone. We've done close to over 35 match previews. So we've really walked this journey throughout the season. Yeah, I just wanted to say that we've done a lot of match preview and everybody has been there. Yeah. Let me just are you able to?
This is our friend from Denmark. You see,
you can give him a chance to say something.
Yes.
Okay. Hello.
Am I on live or am I still in the background? I'm not sure.
Sure, there's no problem.
Well, okay. Where's the other guy? You can only add one person at a time, or you can add many.
Just added some few people.
The other guy. The other guy was speaking. Who was his name before?
Isaac.
Mr. Isaac. I have a question for Mr. Isaac.
Yeah.
So Mr. Isaac, this idea of Garnacho, are you crazy? This guy is the most useless player of all. He can't even make a United team. That guy is. United fans hate that guy because he's so frustrating. He's fast. He can dribble. But his finished product, end product, is not good enough. I'd rather have Madueke, I'd rather have Pedro Neto than that guy there.
I think he's not fitting on Ruben Amorim style. But I think in Maresca's style, he can fit. You see, the way Maresca is playing, our winger are isolated on the line. So we need some winger who are dribbling and speed at the same time, which we didn't see this year with Jason Sancho, with Pedro Neto. At least Madueke also can do it.
But don't you think we need a winger who is physically stronger and taller, who can play both like wing and in the middle, almost like a center forward, a bit like Leao, that type? We're missing that Leao type there. Because with the wingers we have, they are short guys. Yes, they can cross the board, but they're not really strong in the box. We need one of those strong winger types there, the modern day kind of winger, not just the old school, small, thin guy. I just think it's too much of a luxury to have those kind of wingers nowadays. In this system you play, everybody's got to play like different positions. You can't just say I'm a winger. You have to be flexible enough to play in different positions, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. I had something to say.
Yeah, you are right. But now we are discussing based on Maresca's style.
Just a minute. Sorry. I think somebody is probably on YouTube. Just a minute. So I wanted to say something. Okay, before even talk about the wingers, because I wanted to get your views on the game to maintain the audience. I also say that you might not even need a winger because Nicholas Jackson is a left winger. Jackson is a left winger.
Yeah. Well, what was he in? He came from France. Where did he play there in France?
He was playing. He's a better left winger.
But he was a top goal scorer in France. He scored like I don't know how many goals in such a few matches. That's why we bought him. So I didn't know he was left winger. I thought he was like a centre forward.
Yeah.
We actually got the chance to see him playing under Pochettino. If you had time to actually watch him when he was under Pochettino, he was delivering well. Remember that time?
Exactly. But this system, okay. Maresca's system is different. Maresca, if you play a long ball, if the goalkeeper that kicks the ball out, he'll bench you. It's Maresca's way or the highway. He's a very, very stubborn guy. Obviously he's right. He's proved himself to be right. Everybody wanted Maresca out, but end of the day, he's the one laughing, saying, "I told you this is a project." So he's. I don't know if people still want Maresca out, or should he stay? I'm not quite sure. But I think.
And also, remember the fans who used to boo him.
Boo him.
Yeah, there's a point in the season where he was getting booed at Stamford Bridge. He was receiving boos. I think he was not speaking the Chelsea language. You know, when you're a Chelsea manager, there's a way you speak. You can't say top 4 is not the target. You cannot speak about we've been in the top 4 majority of the season. Those are the things that annoyed me.
Like we are not in the title race. Those.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. The defeatist attitude, that is since that statement, Chelsea went downhill. So we have actually won only one game since December away from home. Am I right?
Yeah.
That was today.
No. I think we've won a couple. We also won at Fulham.
That was the first one.
Yeah.
But we haven't won any other since. We've been terrible. Our form just suddenly went out of the window. It went out of the window the same time as this guy, what's it called? This guy Palmer's form went down the window. So it's like Chelsea just took a big dip. I don't know what happened to him, but he's come back slowly, but he's still having a tough time because defenders now know he's armory. They know how to defend against him. Because he does the same. So maybe here in the off season he has to go back to the laboratory and find a new bag of tricks, because you can't keep doing the same, because eventually at some point you end up like Phil Foden on the bench, because he has no way forward. But it'd be interesting to see if Chelsea buys anybody, or who are we going to sell? We'll have to sell. I know everybody sells Osimhen. I think Osimhen is going to Saudi. I don't know if that's true.
I also have a question. Just to keep up with the discussion about the game. How did you find the game today, or how did you find the performance overall?
Maturity. The boys have grown up. So these young boys which we signed, they seems to be like for half of the season they've suddenly like matured. They've grown up mentally. Like how you can't win every game 3-0 or 4-1 or whatever. Some games where you have to struggle. Sorry?
Some games you don't have to lose.
Yeah, but my point is there's some games you have to win ugly.
And
to win ugly, you have to be mature, you have to be mentally strong, you have to suffer, and you have to sacrifice, and you have to realize, okay, today is one of those days there where there's no meat on the table, it's just rice and beans. And we've just got to work hard, concentrate, and then you take your 3 points, and within a few days, nobody remembers how you won the game. All they remember, you collected 3 points, and that's what is important. That's what maturity is. That is growing up, and that is, for being tough, mentally tough, and being disciplined. That is maturity.
That is, and I also wanted to say something about that. Is that I've noticed that they even know how to take the ball to the corner and delay like 2 minutes with the ball. It's something I saw against Liverpool. It's something I saw against Everton. I think that's some level of maturity over there. And also the away fans. Finally, I think we had fans today on the pitch. They were loud. The away fans, they left everything. They also deserve a lot of applause because they worked with the players in the game.
But this business you said about this delaying. What did they call this Arsenal kind of tactics? What did you expect? We have an Italian manager. They're well known for this. And that is dark arts. Oh yeah,
I think he's the one to be fired this year. He's the first one to be fired from the team this year. Yes, of course. See, what are we doing with our corner? When we have the corner, at least when I'm watching our games, when we have a corner, so for me it's like a throw-in. Yes, let's be honest.
Let's just get a brief from Viglas, please.
I will actually also support the idea of changing the corner manager. For sure, we have the guys, but each time we get a corner, you don't expect anything fruitful from there. So I think they should work on that. We really have those able guys. We have them.
The
Look
goal,
at Tosin.
the goal we
Look at
scored today
Kolu.
was from a corner. The goal we
Yeah,
scored today
it's
was
funny.
from a corner.
It's funny that way, but I really think we have to improve on that. Because if you look at the corners we've actually had, there are many, and we had opportunities to go ahead in most games. So I think they should get some time and actually work on that. We need it. Teams have been so little. Look at us, very little with Gabriel. So we need to actually work at it, work on it.
But what maybe our problem is our players are small. They're not that tall. We only have Tosin is a big tall guy. The other guys very average. So it's very difficult to practice set pieces and like Liverpool, Van Dijk, and you got Arsenal. Who did you say that guy from Arsenal? The guy
Gabriel and Saliba.
Saliba, they're tall, strong, physically. So it's easier for them to work out those set pieces. While at Chelsea, we have Enzos and we have Nietros. Those guys like 5'2" or something. They're very big, but they're very, very physically
They're very
strong.
strong.
Yeah,
No, look at Chaloba. Chaloba is a good header of the ball. He has scored headers. We have
I will disagree with you when it comes to Chaloba's aerial ability, because the last time I remember Chaloba playing poorly was Chaloba was outmuscled by Haaland in that Manchester City game, and I was like, why didn't Maresca just start Tosin? Because yes, Tosin might not be fast, but he reads the game. So even if the Manchester City were looking to go long, he will definitely, you bet on him to win an aerial duel over Haaland.
Haaland is not that good. I don't know, people. I think he's very overrated. He's just, you see how he stopped scoring goals because
Are you serious? Not Haaland.
He's overrated. That guy, he can't play football. That boy. He just happens to have big ponytails and he's strong, physically tall. But as a football player, that's like football. He has no technique. That boy, he's a crowbar.
You're saying that he probably should move to another sport, but today he scored actually a penalty. Richie. Yes,
Yo,
Richie.
yeah. Let me say, I'm so happy. Man, the boys showed a great fight because this is the
I think
time
somebody
of the
has
season that
YouTube on or something.
great energy for them. And so, in terms of aerially dominance, I think Tosin is a better option for Maresca. Because if you want to play physical teams, you need
Just a minute.
aerial dominance. And in terms of our team, the only person who is aerial dominant in our defense.
Just a minute, please. Just a minute, please. I think there's a background echo. Is somebody on YouTube, or we can try to mute our mics and then we can hear him? Because I think there's some echo that's coming. I think somebody probably is on YouTube. Okay, let's just mute. Okay, you can proceed. You can proceed.
Okay. I was trying to say that in terms of the numbers of options that only Tosin, I can be 100% sure that he's a person who is aerial dominance in our defense. When you look at Colwell is not a perfect person to defend or attack because in many games that we have played, Live Colwell has started, but has never even showed that threat like someone like Gabriel Magalhaes. You see, even that goal that Level Colwell had scored, that's a far post.
Oh, he left. Well, I kind of agree as in Tosin is the only option we've got for aerial duels, and I don't know if he's got the speed when we face like a Erling Haaland. And we're going to Champions League, so we're gonna need a lot of physicality. But I don't know if he's our best center backs in terms of when we need to control the game. So I think we are lacking options.
You're talking about the centre back position.
Yeah.
Okay. And what's your overall opinion about the game? How can you describe the overall performance of the team and what you've actually seen on the game today?
I thought Forest was actually very dangerous. I think we got lucky in the times that Chris Wood lost a couple of easy goals.
Yeah.
But I think when Palma became like a 9, I think we subbed off Jadon Sancho.
Yeah.
And I think we did not offer them a lot of attack. I think we started being very defensive and we let them in our side. I think if we had like a Nicholas Jackson, we could make way more dangerous runs in behind. And I think we got worse during the game. But it's how they say we got to win ugly, even when we play bad, because the importance today was the result.
Okay. Yeah. That's actually good because at the end of the day, out of all the other teams that were tipped to actually qualify, it's only Chelsea that have won. Newcastle have lost, Aston Villa have lost, Nottingham Forest have lost, and the only team that went ahead and did the job is Chelsea. So I don't know what Jamie Garga is going to say, however it's called. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know what he's going to say. He's been ridiculing Chelsea. I think he said that he said something earlier on in the season. They are not a young and exciting team. We are going to knock them out of their patch. Yes.
Did you see what Pep Guardiola said about having players in the freezer? He said that if he
Yeah.
had so many players in the squad, he would quit.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've got so many players that it's difficult to make signings.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that in my opinion, we probably just need a striker, and then we can probably retain Santos next season because Lavia's injury record is not quite the best. So we can probably retain him. The other positions
Tyron, please. Tyron.
Yeah.
Who do you suggest as a forward?
I have two options. I'm going for Gyökeres or Osimhen. Those are the only two options I'm going for. I don't want João Pedro. I don't want Delap. We can't fight for the Champions League to sign Delap. Come on. We can't do that. If we are fighting for the Champions League, you saw what the players were doing. You can see that these players want to win. You can see that the minute they win the Conference League, you're going to see it. You're going to see how they're going to put up a mature performance in the Club World Cup. And there's something that has been ringing around me that I think we can actually do the Club World Cup. I think we can do the Club World Cup. And we can become the first team to complete.
All right, you are right.
Yeah, I think
you're right. We are not there. We are not going in USA just to participate. I'm sure that we can be at least in the final game, even if we don't win, but we'll be there.
I think we'll win.
But also, all depends to the player we are bringing in the team before the cup. Yeah.
Because I think we should be taking advantage of the transfer window before the Club World Cup. I think if we wait, we will not be as strong as we can for the tournament. And I think it will be very difficult because for players such as Osimhen, which is our targets, he requires such a high salary that is difficult because of the club's wage structure. So it takes a long time to sign those guys.
Yes, there is that, but in my opinion, again, I still hold that the Club World Cup is there. Which teams do I think are going to challenge Chelsea? Because there is something, because you need I think everybody needs to understand when you looked at the running, when everybody looked at the last 4 games that Chelsea had, everybody, if somebody told you that out of those 4 games Chelsea would win 3, I think a lot of people here would have doubted it, because a lot of people predicted a draw against Liverpool. A lot of people predicted a draw against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
Majority of the people predicted a defeat at Newcastle. Actually, that's one thing that I was very surprised with. I was optimistic, but everybody proved me wrong, because I don't know. It's like everybody knew that the defeat was coming at Newcastle, because I didn't realize. I realized that nobody was shocked about that.
Yeah, but it could have been a way better game if we had 11 players.
Yeah, because the second half performance was actually good. We pinned them back. And if we had probably an extra player in attack, something might have happened.
Yeah.
And what's your overall... I can just ask all of you, what's your overall feedback about Enzo Maresca? How would you rate the season? Will you be happy with him continuing? Are you seeing progress with this team? I will start with the People's Republic.
For sure, I'm going to keep him because I think now he has established himself. He's a bit like he came in there unexperienced. Nobody really knew. Yes, we saw what happened at Leicester, but Premier League is completely different, as you know. So he's probably got now the respect from the players. He's obviously got the respect for me as a fan. I was very much anti Maresca, and I can see progress because I could see towards the end of the season, the last, let's say, 10 games, big improvement in Chelsea, maturity, players growing, players actually fighting for him. So if this is ended with a positive energy, with the players really fighting for the club, fighting for the manager, then for sure you're going to go with them next season. But the only problem I have now is we have, you mentioned the Club World Cup. So when are these players going to get a rest before next season kicks in? Are these players going to be tired when the season starts because they have had no summer break, or how's that going to affect next season? And who does he play? Which team does he take to the Club World Cup? Does he take the strongest team, or does he take someone like some of the other players which are playing like in this conference league? What kind of team is he taking to go and play for the Club World Cup?
I think the Club World Cup will actually be in June. Is it in June or in July? They'll have a 2 weeks break, so I think they can go and refresh themselves. Then they can come back, then participate in it. Then I think you can mute.
Something also to notice is that all the player in loan, they will be back, the Joao Felix and others. So I think we will have a big squad for the Club World Cup. That for me, it's not an issue about for players to have a rest, but we can manage it. We have many players in the club, we can manage it. And regarding Maresca, I think someone who bring you back in the Champions League, and we have the Conference League final to play, we have to keep him for the next season.
What about Alphys? What's your opinion on Maresca? How do you assess his overall season? Hello? I think I can't hear him. Chinedu?
Yes.
Yes, hello. How are you? Yeah.
I'm so happy. It's been a long time coming. It's been a great day for the old Chelsea family. It's been a wonderful game today. About Maresca overall performance, I am happy in terms of players' improvement, development. Individually, these guys have really improved. Really improved. I First of all, he came in cut down the large squad, you know, bring in the ones he wants to work with, something that Potter couldn't do. That's a big shot. That's a big call. So that's a plus for him. And also in the areas, in the moments where we had red cards, a lot of injuries, he was able to manage the situation and all of that. It's been incredible. Uh, I think the Club World Cup will be a kind of a pre-season, like a pre-season to me. I would like to see our players, what they will be up to against the bigger boys, and from there we will know what to expect in the next season. I'm not going to expect the league realistically next season, but I see us fighting for the title. Maybe in a couple of 2 years we might, but next season realistically we're going to fight for the title. But I don't see us ready to win it. But by and large, Maresca has been wonderful. It's been
But
wonderful
okay,
to manage
okay,
the squad.
okay, okay. How do you define progress? Because first of all, there is a position that Chelsea were actually.
Yes,
Chelsea were low after Tuchel won the league. Then the second season, things were falling apart. We had an aging squad. We had players that we had to shift out. We did that. We signed in quality players. We signed in Premier League record-breaking players like Fernandes. Caicedo was also signed. We also signed players like Cole Palmer. We signed Jackson. We brought in the likes of Neto this season, who are not Neto and Sancho. And at least now you can see there's some chemistry between these players. Remember, they were bought when they were many. That season we finished 12th, but you can see the progress. This season, in the first leg, we were actually pushing Liverpool. We fell off in the second leg. So if we can actually rectify the second leg of next season, we can be in a much better position. So saying that they don't have we can say that probably they might fail to win the league, but they should be in the conversation next season of pushing
definitely,
whoever is going to win the league.
definitely. I see us retaining the top four. I see us challenging, like I said, challenging for the title. But
Yeah.
I don't want to put my expectations high, like for the title. I see Chelsea fighting for the title, definitely. Maresca
But
has
let
been
me say one
wonderful.
thing. Let me just say one thing. Sorry for interrupting you. When Chelsea are going for the league, Chelsea don't push for the league, they win the league. That's one thing. Whenever you see Chelsea is actually doing it, those games Chelsea is winning, you're seeing Chelsea is pushing. Chelsea do not compete for the league like Arsenal. They win it.
Yeah, yes, Tyron. You know, we've seen days where Chelsea a season before someone is on, someone's mic is on. We've seen a season before where Chelsea will be maybe seventh position, 11, 10, and the next season they win the league. But we are not in that era. Realistically, it's like building a new system and at the same time, getting into the Champions League position. So I believe Maresca is going to return to the fast ball, the quick passes, and all of that. That's just my take.
Look at the players in the dressing room. Look at it. Wow, it's so beautiful. I think I need to give somebody else Vilgas. You can give your remarks, and then we hand over to the People's Republic, and then we can see now how we progress from here.
Thank you, Tyrone. I will first take us guys back about the Loanee players. There is one guy I'm really interested in seeing covering up Lavia, and that is Ray Santos. I think that guy deserves a chance. He really deserves a chance because of Lavia's injury record. So we need him. That's the first thing I'll talk about.
Can I just say something about the title fight? Is that
Okay.
when we were in the second leg, that we had that terrible run where we lost games to like Fulham, and I don't remember many teams, but the players were really bad at that time. We had Palmer like 15 games without scoring a goal. We had many injuries as Lavia, Rich James, and Nicholas Jackson. And I think if we had a better squad in that part of the season, we could have actually gone for Liverpool.
Yeah. Actually, there's something important that you've said. The time we fell off is that we fell off during the Everton game, and that was the game when Fofana got his injury. And Fofana was very important to us in the way we used to play. And then Lavia also got injured. And then Rhys James was also out injured. And we lost a lot of players. Even Noni Madueke got injured during that time. So we should look at, in the right back position, we have two players. I think we probably need another left back. I think we need another left back. I don't know if Viega can come back and play in the left back position. We need a left back next season because we can't heavily rely, because when you're playing the Champions League, it's not like the Conference League. The Champions League, you field in a strong team every 3 days. Every week you're having 3 games. The game you play on Saturday, the game you play midweek, and the game you play on Saturday. So you really need a deep squad, a deep and a strong squad. So in my opinion, we can have Santos to play some games and probably relieve the pressure for Lavia. And then we also need Augusto is there. He can play backup to Rhys James. Now we need a left back. We also need to get a left back. I don't know if Chilwell can. I know Chilwell. I think Maresca already ruled him out in his team. And we probably need a center forward. I think we'll have Jackson, and we'll probably get a better center forward because we need a strong center forward even for the Champions League. But also another thing that I think majority of you have left out in looking at the season is that a lot of you have not seen that we've conceded less goals this season. Last season we conceded 68 goals. This season I think we've just conceded around 44 goals. And we have probably even the third best defense in the league. And I've not seen a lot of you talking about it because we have better points, but we've also conceded less.
I think it also has to do with we have control of most games we play. Last season we had, I think, less ball possession, and I think this contributes for us to, get scored less.
Yes, definitely. That's one of the improvements that I said. Someone's mic is on. That I said, Maresca has really contributed to this squad. If we look at it carefully, James has been James. Levi has improved in terms of awareness, positioning. If you look at Cowell last year to this season, there's a big difference. There's a big difference. Cucurella has upped his game, and there's this compactness, and we're able to manage the games. Most of our games where we have 1-0 up, 2-0 up, we're able to manage it. We have more of possessions and all of that. It's a big one for Chelsea, and those are the improvement that Maresca has brought into this team.
So can I get final remarks from Isaac, and then I can probably wind up the live stream because we also need to prepare the video for.
So on my side, as you said, we have 2 weeks to be prepared for the Club World Cup. So all the players in loan will be back, and I think we have. I don't know if we are going to add a forward, if we are going to bring, I don't know, because I'm seeing Chelsea looking for João Pedro. Hopefully, it will not be him. Maybe we can bring Osimhen, but the deal of Osimhen is also complicated just because of his high salary. If they agree on that to reduce his salary, maybe he can come. So I really want to go to the Club World Cup with a good forward, not only with Jackson. I don't know now about McGill. I don't know also your opinion about McGill. Is he going to stay at the club? Is he going to go on loan? I don't know. That is also a question mark. But, this season we played also with Cucurella as left back. And we just sent Veiga on loan to Juventus. So can you imagine if we had Cucurella injured? I know we can bring Gusto to that position, but Gusto in that position is not good enough. So he doesn't have all his strongest point to defend as a left back. I think for the rest it's okay, and I hope also when Wesley Fofana will be back on the pitch. Do you have an idea?
I think we just need to wait for him next season. I think we need to wait for him next season.
Next season.
And even if he comes back, you can see that the way Tosin is performing, the way James is performing,
yes.
how is he going to slot into the team?
Yes.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be even difficult for him to come back because even the way the players are playing. So it's not good to disrupt something if it ain't broken. They say if it ain't broken, no need to fix it. And in my opinion, that defense, and the only time we didn't play this defense is the time we lost. We played Tosin against Liverpool, we won. We played him against Manchester United, we won. We played him in the final game, we won. The only game we didn't play Tosin is the game we lost. Okay, sorry, Chalobah played against Liverpool.
So I think that's it on my side. Joao Felix will be back. Veiga will be back. So Andre Santos will be back. So we have a strong team to go and play the Club World Cup. I am hoping that we'll finish in the last stage. I mean, in the final. Even if we lost in the final, but we'll be there. Last question to you, Tyron. I don't know. Yeah. Now the season is over. Are you going to be there with some analysis? I don't know what you are going to do now.
There's a lot.
Keep in touch. To have some.
You will get, and in fact, the transfer window is the best time because now you get analysis on all players, where we need to improve. Actually, the transfer window has more videos than the league. You're going to be impressed. No, I will not let any of you down. You're going to get videos, daily videos. Okay. Alfie has something to say.
Before I left, please, Tyron. Do you know Numan is someone used to do some videos, some analysis?
Yeah.
Do you know him?
Yeah.
Where is he? He just disappeared.
I don't know. I've also
because I know the last video I have watched from the last analysis I've watched from him. He was saying something like he was sick. He was in the hospital. He has some, I don't know, to go some surgery in the head. But since that last video, he disappeared. So I'm just worrying he's passed away or what's happened.
I've seen him on X. On X actually. Yeah, I saw him on X even this season. Was he the one who was sick, or it was his father? I think it was probably his father.
It was his father, not him. Okay. Thank you for information. Okay.
Yeah, but I saw him on X. I follow him on X, and I don't know. I'm not seeing him here, though I follow him on X.
Okay.
I will check. But
okay, so now it's time also to thank you for the tough work you did for all the season. You are so strong because you see there is some games when we were losing. For me, it was even difficult for me to watch some analysis from you, but you were there every time. That's thank you for that.
Yeah, I really when we lose, I just know I just have to produce the video, but I know a lot of
Yes.
people are not going to watch because also me when we lose
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
the game, sometimes I'm not so optimistic about watching football stuff. I try to watch other things, probably movies and other things, but I will always be there, win, lose, I am there. Okay, Alfie
That's
has
good. The
something
day
to
I'll
say.
be in Nairobi, I will look for you.
Oh,
I
where
will
where are
try to
you?
contact you and see you in Nairobi. I'm in Lubumbashi, in DRC,
Oh, we are in
the
Jumuiya.
town of
No,
Tipi
no
Mazembe.
worries.
You know,
Huh?
in the town of
Yes.
Tipi Mazembe in Lubumbashi.
I've not been to DRC. But I would like to go to DRC
Okay.
one. Yeah, that is good. That
Yeah,
is good.
no problem.
Okay,
You
thank
should
you,
visit
Isaac.
us. Yeah, thank you, Tyron. Yeah.
Okay, okay. At least I know somebody from there now. Alfie.
Yo, can you hear
Yeah,
me?
yeah, I can hear you.
So I'm Brazilian, and I gotta say I'm very excited for the signing we made.
Yeah,
Still, the winger. I actually can't wait for him to come to the club. I've watched some games, and I think he's unbelievable. And I think when he comes to Chelsea, he's gonna be a starter. He just needs to physically adapt to the Premier League,
yeah.
and he's already bulking up. I can't wait to see it, man. I think our team will improve a lot on the right wing, and I think we're already good, but I think we will be great. So can't wait.
Thank you, thank you. The People's Republic is back. You are
Yeah,
dropped.
sorry, I fell out because somebody was complaining my microphone was making noise, so I had to rejoin.
Okay, okay.
So but you said you know somebody from DRC, you also know somebody from Malawi, Denmark.
Yeah, I know Malawi, Denmark.
Yeah, so you're becoming very
Alfie,
international.
Alfie, where are you from?
I'm from Brazil.
Oh, that's good. I don't know anybody from Brazil. I think at least I know one now.
Where you from?
I'm from Kenya.
Ooh, nice.
Uh,
Ah,
Arsenal Fan TV was there last month,
yeah.
and they had 2,000 people on the live watching the live watch along. What's it called? That was like crazy scenes in that place there. Wow, these guys love. Is there is there a Chelsea community in Nairobi, Kenya, or is this just a very small?
No, there's somebody lied to him. I think the largest fan base in Kenya is Manchester United. I think they are around 35%. Then Chelsea are 30%. Then I think even Chelsea are more than Arsenal. Because Arsenal is a bit the older generation, I think around 40s, 50s. The people who watched Arsenal with Wenger, who they are a lot of Arsenal fans are a bit older. Then you have the Chelsea fans who are more. I think the era of Didier Drogba, Lampard, and also there were a lot of African players, Obi Mikel. So a lot of people started supporting Chelsea. I think Chelsea is probably number 2, Arsenal is number 3, and then
Man City.
yeah, because of their recent success, and then Liverpool.
Yes, Man
And
City is
I think
growing.
I just know I think I just know 2 Tottenham Hotspur fans.
But that's very funny. Yeah. But now they want something. Maybe they'll get about 5 more or something. I don't know. Because
Yeah. You might get some more fans.
after 17 years of being in the darkness, those people suffered. Oh my God, man, the poor people. But now, it was what happens. You win a trophy here, and then suddenly it opens up a gateway to something completely different. Now, suddenly the belief and the swagger in the club. So where
True.
you go from a losing mentality. Remember when Conte made that famous press conference?
It
These
really
people.
killed them. It killed them.
But Conte, you saw he won the title in the first season, Napoli. Wow.
Yeah, I think he has also quit. He has quit.
He's quit.
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah. It's breaking news. He has left Napoli.
Wow. After one season, because if you notice at the end of the game, I was watching. I studied body language, and I was wondering, when the president came to hug him, he wasn't very responsive. He didn't really want to be around the president there. I was wondering what is going on here. That is a very strange body language between those two there. President obviously he was open, but Conte was like, leave me alone kind of thing. So what is his next job? Is he going to be Italian national manager, or what is he going for?
I think he'll probably want to go to take. He might want to come to the Premier League, and him being out there and how he actually transforms teams, it can actually even raise eyebrows at Manchester United. They can be like, we've not won the league since 2013. Here outside here, we have a serial winner. We have a man who has taken teams from hell and won the title with them. Maybe Manchester United can decide to pull the plug on Amorim.
I've heard that Conte wants to go to Juventus.
That's what I was thinking. Exactly what I was thinking. Juventus. Exactly what I was thinking. Juventus, they've been like last 3 seasons and have nowhere to be seen, and they want their glory days, and they believe in that. We'll bring back Conte, everything we'll be back. We'll be back to default settings, but it doesn't work like that way. There's a long.
But I've heard that Conte was very unhappy with the transfer budget Napoli offered. And I don't know if Juve is going to improve a lot the situation. Let's see.
But will he take Lukaku and McTominay with him?
Lukaku will definitely follow him. Lukaku will definitely follow him.
Because Lukaku has been bad luck for Inter Milan for the last season. He's robbed them from championships, what do you call this? The Europa Cup. What do you call that? The Champions League. Lukaku has just been very, very bad luck for Inter Milan. But if he takes him, you saw McTominay, unwanted player, Man United, goes to Italy, becomes player of the season, the MVP. So that is wow.
Sometimes it's all about the league. Probably the player has no issue. It's just about the league.
I think the player with McTominay, I think, is because the manager understood where to play him. He played him as an attacking midfielder, not like a United where they played him as a defensive midfielder where he's not very good. So that is, it also depends on the situation, club, environment, your manager. There's a lot of things, a lot of factors which come into play. So like here, as I said, the manager saw his strength and played into his strength, and you can see suddenly where a very average player, United, can suddenly become the big superstar in Italy, where even the Italians learn to say his name, McTominay. McTominay is not an easy name to say, but you see them just reading his name. So even that guy, our Chelsea player, Billy Gilmore, he's playing there at Napoli.
A small guy. He's a champion.
He's a champion. You saw him, his work rate there. You think, wow, a small little guy there, man, and it's never stops running.
I liked him. I also liked him at Chelsea. I was like, why didn't he stay?
But did they buy him, or is he out on loan? Because I think Chelsea loaned him out.
No, he went.
He went. He sold from Chelsea.
Yeah.
So it was a bit like this other guy, one we just sold Livramento. Everybody wants to buy Livramento. Liverpool's looking to buy him. Who else wants to buy him from Newcastle?
City wants him as well.
City wants him. That's right. And what about this other guy we sold, Scott, to Newcastle? Scott, what's his name? The left back.
Lewis Hall.
Lewis Hall, not Scott Hall. Sorry, Scott Hall's the wrestler. Lewis Hall, and but him, he started off very well in the season, but it's sort of like faded a little bit. But our Chelsea academy, we seem to produce a lot of players. Never get a chance in the Chelsea team, unfortunately, and they get loaned out. Sorry,
McGuehi was a Chelsea player.
Yeah.
Trevor Chalobah, Chelsea are even open to sell him. And I think after getting the Champions League, I think we are going to retain a lot of our players. There was even a time that Cucurella had started to speak with Barcelona. He started to speak aiming towards Barcelona after Maresca said that the Champions League is not the target. You could see there was that element. And the Champions League coming and the togetherness, and you saw the way the players fought for each other. If probably they win the Conference League and probably do something in the Club World Cup, I think we might retain a lot of players. A lot of players might now buy into the project.
Did you see? Sorry, a small question. There was somebody made like a internet, like a meme on the Facebook or something, and they had shown that all the teams with a bird in the logo had won a title. You know, there was Liverbird, and there was the Spurs bird, whatever bird that is. There was the Newcastle bird, and there was, who else was there? Another team won something. And then they put one. It said Chelsea will win, but you know, in our logo we have a lion. But no. You know what? They changed that, so you see five birds are from different clubs, and then you see a picture of who? Cucurella as a penguin.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Yeah, it's just really funny.
With the penguin being a bird, it's the year of Chelsea as well. That was very funny.
I think the UCL admin has done it. You know, the UCL admin is usually is a Chelsea fan. He loves Chelsea a lot. You knew that?
No, I didn't know that. This is news.
Yeah, he loves Chelsea. Just go and check how he liked to tweet about Chelsea. I think probably he's not got it, but when he got it, you'll see what he'll say.
Oh, wow.
Excuse me, Tyler.
Yeah.
This is Viglas.
Yeah.
I am actually leaving the chat, but I wouldn't want to go off without saying this.
Yeah.
I really want to give a vote of thanks to you for making me love football. I used to go and just watch for the sake of watching, but I really now try to understand football because of you. And I would also want to thank my colleagues, Isaac, People's Republic, Chinedu, Alfiz. It's through this that we are actually connecting and we are sharing ideas. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy for being back in the Champions League. I'm happy, Tyrone. So I really want to appreciate all of you. Come on, Blues.
Viglas, where you at?
Thank you, Viglas. Thank you very much. Where are you? Yeah.
From Uganda.
I am in Uganda.
In Kampala.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. I knew it from his accent. I'm actually planning to come to Kampala like in a month or so.
Damn, I should probably go to Africa as well. That's crazy.
Viglas.
Really
Thank you, Viglas.
I don't know how you spelled it, but this is my accent.
Viglas.
Yes, please.
So which club team should I support in Uganda?
We actually have several clubs here.
You tell me, I'll go and buy the shirt. Which team should I support?
We have Vipers FC.
At least I know one player from Uganda, Yunus Santamu.
Who is that?
Yunus Santamu. Where is he now?
Yunus Santamu. Yeah.
Where is he now? I know him because he played for one team in DRC for Vita Club in Kinshasa.
I thought my colleague Isaac was going to talk about Patrick Kadu because he remembers the header we gave him.
Yeah.
Is there a team in Uganda called Goma here?
A team called what?
Goma here.
It's Kenya.
It's Kenya. So that is the team I should support in Kenya. Goma here. So I am going to be Vipers in Uganda, Goma here in Kenya. And then who else? I got to find some other teams. I like collecting these rare shirts. So wow, Uganda, Kampala, and so everybody's. There's also jumbo there, Swahili. Same. Do they speak in before you go? The Swahili dialect from Uganda and from the Kenya, is it very different or it's very, very, very similar?
Actually, the Swahili from Kenya and Tanzania is a bit complicated. Uganda here, we speak just simple Swahili. It's not that hard. But the one from Kenya and Tanzania, that is so much concentrated. We don't go deep into it.
Wow. Okay, wow. So same language, but it's so different.
Yeah, and again, when it comes to the Swahili from Congo, that is so different again.
That's why I wanted to come. From Congo, we mix everything. We mix French, we mix English, and Kiswahili.
Wow. Wow.
But I'm happy that you are Congolese who knows many languages. You know French, Kiswahili, and English.
Yes, of course. This is a French country.
Oh, in Kiswahili, you know how to speak it?
Yeah.
I think.
Mina Semaka.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Yeah.
Tyrone is confused.
Yeah, so guys, I'm happy that we can share ideas and we actually be happy for ourselves. So I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful. Tyrone, keep up
And
the spirit.
Viglas, I can say some Ugandan like Hugambachi, Karesebo have been in Uganda in 2021 in Kampala.
Oh yeah,
When I was
Ogambachi is
waiting
like
for
a Ogambachi is a greeting, like you're saying what's up, something like what's up. So that's Ogambachi in Luganda. The language is Luganda.
Luganda, not Uganda.
yes.
Okay, Luganda.
Oh, okay.
Luganda.
I'm actually coming there. You can leave for me your number in the private chat. I'll look for you. I'll be in Uganda. I have relatives in Uganda.
It's okay, Tyrone.
Yeah, you can leave it on the private chat, and then I will save it. And then when I'm in Kampala, I will tell you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Come on, Blues.
Thank you, mate.
Man,
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Ty, you should probably take a look. There's a website. I don't know. I think it's called tacticalboard.com. And
Yeah.
you can sort of do a technical analysis, but in a meeting with a lot of people, and you can all control.
Yes, I've tried that, but you see, a lot of people who view this channel prefer that video to be done separately because they also want the graphics of the game. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, there is a way they want their content to be established. I've tried all these things. I have a very responsive.
Ty, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Because I know you're a big fan of George Benson football, and so if I ask you, six things we learned from this game, Chelsea, Nottingham Forest 1-0. What are you going to say?
First of all, I will say the mentality of the team. I'd probably say that we've actually grown. The last 5 games have grown us from the Fulham game to the Everton game to the Liverpool game to the Manchester United game to this game. I can say that there was a lot of maturity. I will also give it to Colwell as the second person because I think he probably hasn't scored a goal this season and he scored a crucial goal that sent Chelsea to the Champions League. So I'd give Colwell the second one. The third one, I would give Maresca because the lineup that he selected was well-balanced, attack and defense. And also the substitutions that he made by bringing in Lavey in the 60th minute was quite remarkable. And then I'd give it to Tosin. We would be cooked if we didn't have his aerial winning rate. The way he defended was perfect. I'd give it to Palmer. He was pressing. I know he didn't score, but he was pressing. He was looking to receive the ball, and he left everything on the pitch. And then I'd actually give the last one to... I think I'll give it to Caicedo. He was, again, everywhere in that midfield. Yeah.
Without Caicedo, this Chelsea team, oh my God, we would be steamrolled. We would be steamrolled. That guy is a beast. Him, and there's only one player in the Premier League who's the same quality as Caicedo, as Gravenberch from Liverpool. Those two there. I don't know who's better, but they are monsters. They are incredible players.
I think Caicedo is a bit better because Gravenberch is also playing again with a strong team. You have Virgil van Dijk sometimes bailing him out.
Mate, I still get Kante flashbacks with Caicedo. It's unbelievable.
Caicedo is just levels above.
Yeah, it's sensational.
I've not seen a defensive midfielder better than him, even in Europe this season. I've not seen. Honestly speaking, I watch a lot of football. I've watched Barcelona, I've watched PSG. I have not seen a defensive midfielder that plays like Caicedo.
I agree.
So if you compare with Kante, I would say Kante had bigger lungs, stronger lungs, like faster. But Caicedo is got a high football IQ, very intelligent player. His distribution of the ball, his tackling is immense. But Kante, obviously, had speed. He had incredible stamina. That is stamina we've never. What did they say? Something about the earth is covered by water or something. What's that? What does that all say?
70% of the earth is covered by water. 30% is covered by Kante.
Which is true. You'd find him everywhere. And in the end, and I was listening to some guy talk on the podcast the other day. And if you notice, Kante, in the end, used to become a very much attacking player. He became a more attacking, and that was because obviously Jorginho, that guy, the most underrated guy, they used to do a lot of defensive covering for him, allowing for Kante to become more attacking. If you notice, he used to have.
Jorginho improved Kante's game, and a lot of people discredit Jorginho. He was very vital in that Champions League win. I saw whatever he did. He was. I think there's even a game we played with Kovacic and Kante, but we didn't perform well. But when Jorginho played with Kante, we were a different team.
And unfortunately, Jorginho, he went to Arsenal, and we haven't heard from him since. He's like disappeared into the wilderness, which is very sad.
He has achieved everything that he had to achieve. He won the Champions League. He won the Euros.
Do you know Jorginho is going to play against us in the Club World Cup?
For who?
He joined Flamengo. He is a Brazilian side.
But when did he join Flamengo?
For this
Thiago Silva
window, I forgot how you say when you sign.
He's joining Flamengo end of the season. Let's say from 1st of June, he will join Flamengo. So we are going to play against Flamengo at the World Club at 20 of June. 20 of June.
I actually support in Brazil their main rivals, and I can say we can win comfortably.
Let's go to
I'm pretty confident.
Corinthians or Vasco da Gama?
Nah, it's neither. I support Fluminense.
Fluminense, the black and white. Can I ask you, since you're Brazilian, how are the Brazilians reacting to the fact that Ancelotti is the new national team manager? What is the reception been like, or how do people taking it?
Well, we are very confident. We think it's a little bit different because the last managers we had were from national sides. So it's like the managers from the Brazilian first division. And then you suddenly bring Ancelotti, and it's very confusing because the president of the confederation was like very bad. He just got banned from like corruption. So he signed Carlo, and then 2 days after he got dropped from his position as a CEO. So now we are kind of waiting to see how it's gonna be because we have no president right now, and Ancelotti was gonna work very close to them. So let's see.
What's happening? Sorry to interrupt you. A very small question, a side question. My main man, I used to love him so much, Scolari. What's he up to?
Oh, I think he's not managing any club at the moment. He managed a couple of Brazilian sides. He had good results, but he got sacked because his team was too defensive and the clubs were not happy. The fans were not happy because of the performance.
There's something interesting that Maresca has actually said. You're all going to laugh. Let me just share.
They were waiting for I said that the doubt was from outside. All the ones that they have the answer, or all the ones that they have the truth, they were saying that we are too young, we are not good enough. They were waiting for Villa drop points in case we want to achieve Champions League, and they were saying that we were not able to win in this pitch because too young, because not experience, and unfortunately for them, they have been all wrong. All the ones, that they have the truth and they have the answer for everything. So in English, I would say F off to all of them, because the player, they deserve that. And the way they have, I said many times, the effort they have doing has been fantastic. I said that the doubt was from outside. Old ones.
Let me just tell you something. I want him to win a trophy. I want him to win a trophy.
Yeah.
I want him to win a trophy. I want him to win that Conference League and the Club World Cup and then put on a title charge next season. I want him to have that arrogance when he has won titles.
Wow, he said F off. Wow.
He said that.
That is to Jamie Carragher and all those bandits, and they deserve that. In fact, he should have just said it.
But be careful, you don't throw too many stones. You know how these are. They all gang up against you next season.
Yeah. They will hit him hard next season.
Nah, I think he's spending too much time with the Mandem FC, because why would he say that? It's insane.
But it's if you notice how it was with Leicester last season, very, very similar to what happened with Chelsea. Remember Leicester, they started flying and then they had a horrible dip in the middle there and then they came back strong. Isn't the same thing we've seen here with Chelsea this season?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah, I think we've really gone. I don't want to overstretch it because there's some people who like to watch the live stream after the game. So I think we can probably try to end there, but we'll have more live streams.
Okay, Ty, is there any way we can contact you?
Yeah. Let me.
Do you answer DMs on Instagram?
Yeah. I answer my DMs on Instagram.
Okay, hopefully we can do some analysis.
Yeah.
Recorded, but I'm really excited.
Okay. You follow me on Instagram and then just text me and tell me your name. Then I'll save you. And if we can even share numbers, so we probably can. Let me just share my number here on the private chat. Then you can probably. Then I can probably create a group on WhatsApp, and then when I want to go live, I can just
yeah. Ty, do the same.
Yeah.
I need your WhatsApp number so you can share also with me.
Yeah, I've sent it here on the private chat.
Okay.
Saran, I just want to say thank you for your work, man. Keep up.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We can do. Yeah.
Don't they say mucho obrigado?
Oh, my friend, thank you, man.
I'm trying. Come on, I'll try my best.
No, that's really
I like the way you're usually fascinated in learning new things.
Yeah, but it's to show respect to my friend there. He's such a nice guy. He told me all about Brazil, so I am very grateful. So I don't know anything about Brazilian football. All I know is when I see them, before he goes, I have to know the answer to this question. So mentally, Brazilian football, have they recovered, or they're still mentally broken from that 7-1 defeat to West Germany in the World Cup?
Honestly, we all laugh about it now. It's really embarrassing when we're talking to foreigners, but it's a joke between us now.
So yeah, you've recovered. You've got over. The grieving period is over from that horrible. I don't know what you want to call it. Hiding, or I don't know what it was, but it was terrible. I don't know what happened there. Mental blackout.
Me neither, really. I think it was really embarrassing, but I think if we compare to the other World Cups, it was probably more painful because we had, like, for example, against Croatia, we had the lead in like 160 minutes of the game, but against Germany, we were like 4-0 down, like 20 minutes to go. So it's crazy.
And before you go, our Chelsea legend with the big hair, Luis, is he back in Brazil?
Yeah, he's playing, but he's not a great player on the league. He's doing, he's average, decent.
What about Thiago Silva? How's Thiago Silva doing? Is he still Rolls Royce?
He's playing for my club now. It's unbelievable. I'm trying to meet him so bad, and it's been difficult. I'm trying to find him somewhere, like in a hotel, maybe, I don't know. But he's been a starter for my club. He is actually getting injured sometimes because we got a lot of what do you call those pitches where it's like not natural grass? What do you call it?
Oh, the
AstroTurf.
carpet grass. Yeah, the
AstroTurf.
turf.
Yeah. So he got a couple of injuries. He can't play full 90s, but still he's a leader. He's our main. He's like our captain, and he guides the back line every game. It's very impressive.
He's playing for Flamengo.
No, my friend. He's playing for my club. It's Fluminense.
Oh, okay. I've seen Todd Bowley has hugged Maresca a lot. He's telling you, "You've brought me money." Because he's going to count money for the Champions League. If we go very far in the Club World Cup, we can even make another 100 million. I was checking that thing. So he is happy. He is happy. He's happy because he's going to get money, definitely. He's a businessman.
Yeah, and I'm very happy for Cole because if there was a player that I didn't expect to score today, it was definitely Cole.
Yeah,
That was
he's
very good. Yeah.
Only his second goal of the season. What a time to score. So which teams from South America, apart from Fluminense, are going to the Club World Cup?
So there is Fluminense, Flamengo, which is in our group, Palmeiras, which is the club that Estevão plays for, and Libertadores champions last year, which was Botafogo. And I think I don't know, I think it's not very dangerous teams, if I'm honest. But they are very tricky games because every time European clubs plays a club from South America or Africa, that's usually very stuck games. It's not very fluid. Usually, little amount of goals. So it's difficult. It's tricky. But we are way better sides than all of them for sure.
There was a time in Brazilian, I used to see that sometimes in the Brazilian Football League, used to have a lot of violent, this stamping and this fighting. And do they still do that, or they've actually grown up and they actually now play football, or there's just still a lot of that going on?
Are you talking about like on the pitch or like
on the pitch? Yeah, on the pitch. Players fighting, players injuring each other, and that kind of
game. Every game, players are fighting. Yeah.
Wow.
On and off the pitch. Last time I was in the stadium, I almost died.
What?
And the players, they're like, for example, yesterday there was a game, and that guy scored, and he went in front of our fans to celebrate, and then they almost punched him on the pitch. It's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Okay. Okay. I think I've shared my number. I want to end because my laptop is about to shut down.
Okay, I am gonna send you a message on Instagram.
Yeah, I've actually shared. I will create a group and then I'll just add you. I have, I think, numbers of 2 other people who have done live streams with.
All right. Are you gonna do preview on the conference finals?
Definitely.
Okay. Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
We'll join you. We'll join you there. And,
okay.
Yes,
I would like to...
I'm going to go so you can finish your program nicely in peace and quiet. In peace and quiet. And thank you to the panel. You guys are absolute legends, and you have incredible knowledge. So
okay.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you to everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, everybody.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, guys.
So yeah, that has been our live stream, and it was very good to have a lot of you join us, and some of you have stuck in till the last minute. Thanks very much. The tactical analysis will be dropping very soon, and I'm looking forward to drop it early tomorrow. Thank you. See you in our next video, and bye.